Hey, what's up guys? The next X-Men review I'm going to do now is Rogue. This figure is only available in the box set, the X-Men Legends, I guess, X-Men Classics. I don't remember what it was called, but it was a box set with a bunch of X-Men characters. That's the only way to get this figure. It is the only Jim Lee style Rogue figure that we've gotten from Marvel Legends, so it's pretty popular, but it's actually not a very good figure, and here comes the cat. Okay, hi cat. Just don't mind me. Figure stands at 6.5 inches tall, so it's a little bit tall for a 6-inch scale, but it's okay, I guess. The head sculpt is not very good. Doesn't really look like Rogue in my opinion, especially if you're going based on the Jim Lee based 90s cartoon. Doesn't look like her at all. The face sculpt looks kind of weird, kind of like a zombie looking, I don't know, just bug eyes and weird features. I don't care for it. The hair, I don't care for either. Definitely needs some hair coming forward. Looks really weird unless she was just flying. But even then, it just looks weird. I don't care for the head sculpt at all. It's on the same neck peg, neck articulation as the Phoenix. So there's a joint in there, and then the head spins on top of the joint. But I mean, the articulation's fine, but the head sucks. She does have a pleather jacket, which looks okay, but I mean, I would have just rather it had like an Anne O'Brien style jacket, which is just the sculpted vinyl. The paintwork on her chest is okay. The black parts are nice and solid, no problems there. The paintwork on the head's good too. It's just an ugly sculpt, I think. The articulation, she's got the ab crunch in the torso, which is fine. The greens are metallic, and that works okay. It's all solid lines, and the cat's back. The belt's a really nice belt, actually. It's sculpted well, painted well, no problems there. She's got regular articulation, ball joint, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, so the articulation's okay. And she does have kind of skinny arms. She has a wrist swivel right there in the forearm. She has another one after the joint in there, so she's got a joint there plus another swivel. But that swivel's usually stuck, so I can't free it up without risking breaking it. And I don't feel like trying to fix it. And then she has a finger joint as well for all the fingers. Here's where the figure just kind of falls apart. Well, she has the waist twist, which is fine, but the hip joints are absolutely horrible. She's got these weird cut joints for the hips, which just look terrible. I absolutely hate these joints here. They don't look good. They don't function very well. They ruin the paint. It just looks bad overall. And then she's got these weird hip joints, and it just doesn't work well. So because of this, the figure's terrible. The head sculpt and these hip joints make the figure no good. Unfortunately, since it's the only version of Rogue like this, we don't really have a choice, but that's what it is. She's got the cut joints in the hip, which are okay. I mean, in the thigh, which, I mean, a lot of figures have those. But since they're in the thigh, due to this joint, it screws up the paint. Again, you can't rotate them without it looking silly. She has double jointed knees with the sculpted boot tops on there, which are fine. They look nice. And I don't really have a complaint with that. They're kind of mushed right now, but that's okay. Double jointed knee, like I said, a shin swivel, regular ankle joint. These are the lower legs of the single-packed Elektra figure. It's the exact same leg. So they're kind of thin and spindly, and the joint looks pretty bad. But it is a nice joint in terms of articulation. You've got a big ankle rocker there, the toe joint, and the ankle joint. So it's not, I guess it's not the worst. It's just that it could be so much better. If they remake Rogue, I would definitely buy the new version instead. You can pose her, and then it looks okay. I mean, if she's fine or something, it's not a bad-looking figure. But the hip joints are terrible, and I don't like the head sculpt. Other than that, it's great. So I guess maybe I'm being a little bit too hard. So you decide for yourself if you like it or not. It is overall, I guess, a decent figure, but there are some definite problems. So that's up to you to get. It is kind of a pricey figure, so definitely take these things into consideration before buying. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for the rest of the X-Men reviews and some other ones. And in the meantime, keep collecting.